Yes, just to dig right into the heart of our topic, which is the elevator pitch. What about your elevator pitch to your boss, to Glenda Bailey, failed? Let's talk about what works. What went wrong and what works?
So, I mean, I do remember, and it's really funny because she had this like huge corner office, and you know, you're just like a small girl. I'm like 5'2", and you walk in, and it's literally like, you know, remember like in The Wizard of Oz when they go to see Oz, and it's like this massive shrine. You walk in, and you do feel quite small, right? But I was very much like, I deserve this, and I went in. And I just said, listen, you know, I had an incredible boss, Yamile Diaz, and I said, Yamile has given me so much autonomy. She's let me take on so much. And I just feel like I am more senior than my title, and I deserve more money. Now, when I say more money, let's just lay it out here. So I was making $23,000, and here's where I really messed up. I asked for 26. That was my big promotion, okay? This was my big ask. So I don't think that my elevator pitch was bad as much as it was at the time in publishing. You know, there was this precedence of you had to be in a role for a certain amount of years as an assistant before anyone would consider you moving up. And that is how it was in a lot of industries for a very long time. It's like that paying your dues time frame. So I think she looked at me and was like, who the hell does this girl think she is? She's been here for 2 minutes, and no, she is not being promoted. And she just sort of squashed me like a bug. And I will tell you though, when I went to DKNY, I remember when I got my first promotion to director level, Glenda wrote me a letter. And she basically said, it was like, dear Aliza, congratulations on becoming director of publicity for DKNY. I always knew you would make it. And I said to myself, if you always knew, then why didn't you help me get promoted? Like, why are you holding on me? But it was a really nice full circle situation. But I think one of the things that I've learned since then, and this is where we can dig into this, is, you know, people think that when you make an elevator pitch, you're supposed to be telling people about yourself and what you've done and how amazing you are. And really what you need to be doing is putting it in the context of how does this benefit them or the cause or the company, and elevating you is going to have what direct reaction to the bottom line or to building a team or, you know, whatever North Star people are looking for. And I think a lot of times we think like, well, it's about me. I'm going to share about me. And really there's a better way to do it.
Is there a way that you would go back to 22-year-old you and ask for that promotion in a different way now?
Yes. So, and this is something that I've employed over the years throughout my jobs. Like, first of all, I am really, and this is super type A, but I'll just share it. We all do a lot of things in our job, right? And a lot of times we think like, I've done all these great things in my job, I deserve a promotion. But doing your job is your salary. That's what you get paid as your salary. So going above and beyond your job is what gets you a promotion. So I began to get really good at keeping track of my wins in real time. So anytime, you know, I was able to negotiate something that was, you know, super beyond the scope of what anyone would expect, I would just print it out, you know, print out the email or print out the document, put it in a folder. And I had like a goal folder, because at the end of the year, when you go to write your year-end review, I mean, honestly, you can't remember all the things that you did. And it's actually quite fun to go into this folder right before review time and be like, wow, I'm like a rock star. And like, I would have never remembered all of these things. So when you start to like really think about your accomplishments, putting it in terms of how it benefited the company statistically. So I was always going in with percents of increase, or, you know, I was a publicist. So how many more media impressions we were able to get, how many, you know, how many fires was I able to put out by being resourceful or efficient or thinking outside the box, and thinking about all the things that are sort of outside the fence of your job, like not the stuff that you're hired to do, the stuff that you took initiative to.
Okay, that is amazing. Everyone should have a goal folder. I am going to create a goal folder. It might be digital, virtual, or whatever, digital. I'm going to create a goal folder because I'm not great at organization and keeping track of these things. And I think you're right, it's so important. And when I do career consulting sessions with people and I help them write their resumes, I tell them that they have to have specific, measurable, identifiers, or they should, that their bullet points or their summaries under each job should include some quantitative analysis of what they've achieved or what they've done. We don't need to see a job description. We want to see what you did. What were your successes? What did you take from, year over year from here to there? And so I think also having a record of those things that you've achieved and that you've done are so helpful, not just for getting promotions, but also for writing a resume and for telling your story.